Right, I know I've made some jokes in previous videos about how I feel like I covered pretty much every single genre that is on TikTok at this point, because we have covered some very interesting genres. We're talking the DIY genre, the tattoo genre, even the donut genre. But one genre in particular that I didn't think we would ever touch, mainly because I didn't realise it was a genre for TikTok creators, was the princess genre. And from what I understand, these are TikTok creators whose job is to do like shows for like children where they dress up as like Disney princess and whatnot. And they also happen to post on social media, and from what I can tell, it seems like they're like a pretty tight-knit community, like they all kind of know each other. Well, within the last couple of days, there has been a lot of drama between two creators in particular. The first person being a TikToker called PrincessChloe with 215,000 followers, and the second person going by ChristinasPrincessLife with 14,500 followers, and as we can actually see by their account right now, it's private, which does make this video a bit harder because we don't have the original videos that she uploaded, but we do have clips from them, so I'm going to try and piece it together the best I can. But firstly, let's take a look at the video that kind of started this all, and it was posted by PrincessChloe 3 days ago. Oh, actually, before we do get in the video, I am getting like really close to 500,000 subscribers now. I know I've been saying it for a while, but genuinely, I think we're less than 10,000 subscribers away now, so it is getting really close. So if you haven't already subscribed and you want to help us reach that goal, please do. That would be lovely.
There's some drama going down in the princess world. You've heard me right. What I mean by that is that there is this fully grown 30-year-old woman who still thinks that it's okay to act like a high school mean girl. And the only things I know about her is that she comes after people who she sees as a threat, and she can kind of do Belle's voice. That's the only things that I have seen of her.
Okay, so one thing you might notice straight away is that Chloe doesn't mention anyone. Obviously, she's talking about Christina here. We do know this in hindsight, but she doesn't mention anyone in this video. Christina just responded to it knowing it was about her.
So every time that she has commented a hate comment to me, I have read them in Belle's voice, because like I don't know what this girl's voice sounds like. I've only ever heard her attempt at doing Belle. And so every comment, Chloe, don't you know? People don't want to buy your ugly costumes. No one would want this in the whole state of Texas. Or like, the only reason that you're internet famous is because your period pad exploded and you ruined the magic for everyone on TikTok.
Okay, so that's Chloe's original video. Again, doesn't mention anyone, doesn't really go into details about this whole situation at all, especially now that we know that there are a lot of details, or at least I know, and anyone who's seen the topic before this video, there's a lot of details to this story. She doesn't really mention any of them. All she says is that there's this woman who's part of the community who is like a mean girl, and she has left some really bad comments previously to Chloe, saying like no one wants like your dresses in the state of Texas. Also says that she ruined the magic for the kids because her period pad exploded, which the video I think she did make that went viral talking about a situation she had like with a period or whatever, I don't know. But these are apparently comments that were left by a certain person, and she says that that person is a mean girl. That's all she says. She makes a joke about it, saying that she does it in Belle's voice because the creator she's talking about also is good at doing Belle's voice. It's actually really not that deep in the grand scheme of things. But Christina did respond to this video with not just one video of her own, but two videos of her own that were slightly different. We'll go through them. But like I mentioned before, the videos are now private, so I don't have the original videos. I do have a bit of a gist of what was said in the videos thanks to another creator who kind of summarized it. It was in this video here by a TikToker called Erif Girl. I'm so sorry if I pronounced that wrong. But she did summarize the videos, and I also have a few clips to show you. And by the way, the clips in particular are from this TikTok account here called Michelle N. Coop 97, who's done like these little like funny edits showing clips of Christina's video, whilst also editing comments that will like contradict what she's saying. I have had to try and edit out the music in the background and like slow bits down that were sped up. So they're a bit weird, but right, you get the gist. I've got some clips. Now, starting with the first video Christina uploaded, and we do have the caption right here. The quality's not the best, so bear with me, but it says, "Saw your TikTok this morning and I decided to try and squash the drama first thing. When I made my initial comment, you immediately clapped at me with rudeness and then deleted your comments and posts. But I want you to succeed, girl." And this is kind of like the theme of her entire video, where she says something about Chloe, like saying, "Oh, you immediately clap back and respond with rudeness, but I want you to succeed." And what I mean by this is, in Christina's video, she will say things like, "I would love to help you."
I, at the end of the day, would love to help you.
And she would even go as far to apologize, kind of, but while she's apologizing, she would also say like, "Oh, even though you were really mean to me."
Some of you have this bad taste in your mouth even though you've never met me, and there's a lot of rumors that fly around about me.
I'm sorry we got started on the wrong foot. I'm sorry that I made a comment that hurt your feelings. In despite of you being mean to me over a singular comment that was made towards you and your unwillingness to collaborate with people around you.
So clearly the apology doesn't really sound that authentic. She is literally saying, look, I'm sorry that I may have said something that you didn't like, but also you were really mean to me, and I'm sorry that I spoke about the fact that you were really unwilling to collaborate with the people around you. Like, she's apologizing, she's saying the word sorry, but then also still saying the stuff that she's apologizing for. Also in this video, Christina does admit that she was a mean girl in the past, but says that this was a long time ago, and since then she's been working on herself.
Back when the princess groups were such a big thing, I was so mean. I would take, like, full, what's what I'm looking for, acknowledgement of that. Like, I was not nice, and I know that I...
Yeah, like I said before, the audio's not great, so I apologize for that, but she does say, back in the day when these princess groups were a big thing, she was a mean girl, and she's gonna take, like, accountability and say, look, I was a mean girl back then. She then went on to criticize Chloe for dressing up in the costumes in her videos because it apparently ruins the magic for the children.
I do think that making TikToks as a princess in character is tacky and does ruin the magic.
Which has become a big point that people have found ironic because Christina has done the same thing over and over again. We will get to that because it's mentioned in Chloe's response later. And now I'm just going to go through some points that were in Christina's videos that I don't have clips for, but are in a lot of summary videos, so I'm pretty confident she says this. So apparently she made it very clear that Chloe was the one who started the drama, not her. She also goes through like experiences that she's had with Chloe before. She says the reason why she would ever criticize Chloe in the past is because Chloe was selling stuff on a page and wouldn't sell specifically to people in Texas. In her second video, she kind of took like a wiser, older approach where she made it very clear, like, look, I'm an older person, I realize you're so young, I could really help you here, I've had a lot more experience in this than you have. She says that even though she used to be a mean girl, she was never bullying Chloe, in fact, she was just giving her advice. And she also mentions a situation that someone that Christina was working with went and did a shoot with Chloe, and then later on, but apparently unrelated to the fact that this person went to do a shoot with Chloe, Christina ended up letting them go. And the way she says this almost insinuates that the reason why Chloe won't sell things to people in Texas is because Christina's from Texas, so she doesn't want to sell to Christina, and the reason why she has a problem with Christina is because she believes that Christina let this person go for going to work with Chloe. Yeah, I mean, very confusing. But now this is where we get to Chloe's response, which is thankfully still on her page, so we don't have to fill in the blanks, and this is what she had to say.
If in the last 48 hours you have changed into this amazing person, I am so proud of you.
Yeah, I mean, that just sets the theme of this video straight away, right? Because Christina's big thing is like, look, I did used to be a mean girl, you have every right to criticize that, but I've been working myself for so long, I'm completely different now. Whereas straight away, Chloe's just like, well, unless you've just magically changed within the last 48 hours, I don't think so. And by the way, Chloe shows a lot of screenshots in this video, so I might have to do a lot of pausing to read through them, but there's a lot of proof to back up her claims.
Why did I put on my post that I wasn't going to sell to other companies in Texas? I told you, message me if you have any questions. I'm not going to sit here and like air out someone else's business, which is technically what I'm doing right now. But anyway, there is a company here in my area that I have had an issue with because they use my photos and they bring it to other people. And when I finally went to that company and said, hey, this is really not okay and strange behavior, their answer was, but we have the same costumes. So yeah, instead of putting, I will not sell to blank, I put, I'm not gonna sell to other people in Texas. Which every single company owner that I know, like in my area, got like this message where I was like, oh my gosh, hey, like this is not about you. Like this is just like one specific person, and it wasn't you. I
mean, that does make a lot of sense, right? So there was a business in her area that were posting her pictures to sell their products. So she was like, I'm not going to sell to people in Texas because that's where this business is from. That makes sense to me. I mean, maybe she could have just said, I'm not going to sell to this business rather than the entire of Texas. But that story does make sense. And it does make it seem as if Christina maybe looked at it wrong.
So you comment on it and you said that you find me laughable. And like I said, if in the last 48 hours you have had a change of heart and you are a different person now, I'm so proud of you and that's great. And I hope that you continue to like grow and learn and all of that. But yeah, here's you saying that you find it laughable. Here's me, I don't know why I'm sideways. Here's me asking you why, and you say you're not sure because you don't think that any companies would want these costumes that need all these fixes, let alone in such a non-inclusive attitude. And now, not that anybody like needs to know or anything, but the two costumes that had like issues with them, I fixed them before I sent them out. I was just like, I'm not gonna fix this if I'm not selling it. And then you said that I'm missing, that it's not needed and it's tacky and that like cosplayers are missing out. I told you thank you for your input.
Yeah, so like I said, there's a lot of screenshots throughout this, and the amount of screenshots of Christina specifically commenting pretty mean stuff on people's social media, obviously in this case Chloe's. It's a lot, and it wasn't from years ago. These are recent screenshots. That's why she's saying, like, look, unless you've changed in the last 48 hours, then, I mean, you haven't changed. Because here's Christina, instead of just minding her own business, actually commenting on this page saying, I find your business laughable. And then talking about how she's not sure why any companies in Texas would want to buy these costumes that need all these fixes that Chloe said she would fix before she sells them.
A few days later, I was selling more things. Again, these are just like Angel Secret and Amazon costumes and like very reasonable prices. I can't use my finger, but you guys can get the gist of it. To which you commented on my post and you said, won't sell to Texas. Now there was a comment in between these two, but I guess you reported it and it got taken down because I commented back and said, mean girl behavior as per usual, ? And to which you replied, playing the victim behavior per usual.
Like, why doesn't Christina just ignore these posts? Why does she have to comment on them all? And as she just said right here, this is only a few days after she commented on the previous post. So it's almost like she sat there just kind of waiting for Chloe to post something. And I'm like, alright, here's me chance to say something dodgy. And then even going as far as say playing the victim behavior per usual. I mean, you are just commenting like mean stuff on her post for no reason.
So if you've changed since these were posted 2 days ago, I am so proud of you. So then, of course, I just had some questions. Like, is this you selling a $4 ring from AliExpress for $45? To which you said, are you kidding? So many people do this. If you don't want to buy from me, buy from AliExpress. But I continue to ruin the magic for people on TikTok and get internet famous over a period diaper exploding while you're a mermaid.
What the what a weird message to send someone. And continue to ruin the magic for people on TikTok and get internet famous over a period diaper exploding while you're a mermaid. Like, she is just a bit of a mean girl, isn't she? Look, I have no idea what normal prices are for products like this, like costumes and stuff. I don't know. But the way she's going on in these comments, regardless of the prices, it's just rude for no reason. And also try and make fun of someone for like a situation with a period. I don't understand it. What are you trying to get out of this?
Now, Christina, I'm not going to show the next picture because we both know what it is and we both know that it's not okay.
Look, I'm not sure 100% what picture she's referencing here, but I do know there is a picture that is going around that people have a problem with, specifically because of something that Christina said previously before this picture. And it's because people found this post from Christina that said that something really bothered her. There was a girl who was white trying to self-tan herself as Pocahontas, and then she goes on to say that's on the verge of racist and says, I'm not going to try and play Polka or Jasmine or Mulan or Tiana because it's not right. Anyone else agree? And then after this post was made, Christina then went and actually dressed up as Jasmine. So I'm not sure if that's the post that Chloe is referencing here. It's just a post that I've seen people bring up.
Because the second you started being rude to me, everybody was like, this is what this girl does. Do not back down to her. Do not let her be mean to you. Because you were mean to me. Literally, like, for 5 years straight. Every time that I would post a picture, and everyone else was saying things like, oh my gosh, like, maybe try to do this, maybe try to do that. You would literally sit there and be like, you are not suited to play this character. This looks ugly on you.
Oh, bloody hell, right. So apparently this isn't even just a recent thing. This is literally a 5-year thing. Like, would you not think that Christina would maybe get bored within that 5 years? Like, okay, maybe I'll stop commenting on these posts for no reason.
Do you remember when you were trying to cancel Ray because she was selling a $5.99 bracelet? And you posted this whole thing, something needs to be said, like, but now you do it. I don't have an issue with dropshipping, like, that's totally fine. There's literally, like, so many people do it. My issue is that you posted this, and then now you're, like, upset, or now you're doing the thing that you were upset about, and the thing that you literally called someone out for doing.
Yeah, I mean, this seems to be a bit of a theme with Christina, doesn't it? She will make a post criticizing something and going at someone for something that they've done, and then she will go ahead and do it herself. I mean, we just spoke about how she did it with the Jasmine thing, and now she's doing it with dropshipping.
You've been coming at me for years, you come at other people for years, you have treated your performers horribly, and then turn around and text them and tell them to go hype you up on that. You do realize that everything that you say and everything that you send to people, they're turning around and sending it to me because they're like, oh my gosh, this girl is finally not scared to say anything.
Oh, so it seems like even her performers have a problem with her, and in fact, not just have a problem with her, but are also sending the screenshots to Chloe, because they're glad to see that Chloe is finally sticking up for herself, and they know that Christina is being mean in this situation. Or not even just in this situation, I mean for the past 5 years apparently.
Internet famous over a period pad thing. Does this even need to be said? No, but you know what? Fine, I'll say it. Yeah, I had on a period diaper because I'm a woman who has very, very heavy periods. And like, did you even watch the Barbie movie? Like, you are so not giving girl behavior with that. But yeah, okay, fine. Let's shame girls for menstruating. Let's do that. Let's stoop that low, Christina. And you said it's because of character integrity. What is this? You literally told me that it's tacky that I post videos in character, but here's your videos in character.
Yeah, so a few things to say. Like I said before, I find it completely bizarre that Christina would even bring up anything to do with a situation that Chloe had with her period. I don't get that. Especially when it's something that she can't control. I mean, that's just a rule, isn't it? So, like, don't go at people for something they can't control. Everyone knows that. But then also on top of that, and again, Christina criticizing people for something that she has done. I don't understand the thought process. Does she just think that no one's going to realize this? But she goes at Chloe for wearing the outfits in videos and says that it ruins the magic for children. But she goes at Chloe for wearing outfits in videos and says that it ruins the magic for children, yet here she is in multiple videos, it looks like, doing the exact same thing. So what is her thought process? Does she just think that people, like, are gonna forget about this? I don't understand it.
This next thing that I say is gonna be a little controversial because I don't have any facts to back it up, but I have thought for almost a year now that you were the person that commented this on my video. So this was from an anonymous person that says, do the kids ever say anything about you being overweight while Anna is not? I feel that that is crucial to character integrity.
Yeah, so as she just said, she doesn't have proof to say that this is Christina, but the reason she gives for thinking that this is Christina is because apparently the way that this is worded is very specific to people in the industry, like saying that that's crucial to character integrity is the way that someone in the industry would speak. Now, clearly, I don't know the professional terminology of this industry in the single slightest, so I don't know when reading this comment if it's definitely from someone in the industry. Maybe someone could let me know in the comments. Obviously, Chloe seems to believe so, but she does say she doesn't know 100% that it is Christina.
Your video was very condescending. Thank you so much for saying that you would like to help me. I'm good. Thank you.
Yeah, I mean, it was condescending. Like, she really did try to take, like, the whole, like, wise older person approach where, like, I can be here for you, you know, as someone with more experience. Why would you want to? If she's just been getting, like, horrible comments from you for the past 5 years, why would you want to work with you?
I can't find the screenshot because you always go back and delete your comments afterwards, but I told you, I do not have an issue with you. My issue is that you fired one of your performers because she stepped in and did a photo shoot for me. That's, non-competes are illegal in Texas. It is what it is. And many others have said you didn't pay them, you treated them horribly, you gave them dirty wigs, you gave them costumes that smelled bad, and maybe that did happen. You live in a different city. If there's not enough quality control, I get it. It happens.
I mean, look, there's a lot of information she's bringing up here. She mentions this situation where someone was let go from Christina because they went to go and work with Chloe, apparently. Obviously, Christina's trying to say that that's not the case, but Chloe believes it is. But then on top of that, Christina's apparently treating people that she works with really badly, giving them bad products and whatnot. Like, there's a lot to it here. And I think the most damning thing about this video is the fact that so many people have came out after this video and backed Chloe up and said that they've had similar experiences with Christina, and it doesn't look good for her. I mean, in these edits that Michelle has posted on her videos, you know, who I spoke about earlier where I had to take, like, the music out the background, she has posted so many screenshots within these videos.
Back when Prince groups were such a big thing, I was so neat. I would take, like, full, what's what I'm looking for? Acknowledgement of that. Like, I was not nice, and I thought that And fuck you. Fuck you.
I mean, brilliant end to the video, I've got to say. But yeah, she literally went through a slideshow of people saying that they've had similar experience with Christina. And now just to add to the situation, it seems like Christina is going to take legal action against Chloe for some reason. I mean, obviously it's going to be for defamation because that's what all these lawsuits are for when someone makes a bad video about them. She obviously doesn't have a case because Chloe has showed so much proof of, like, stuff that Christina has said, and Chloe's just said herself that she has a problem with stuff Christina has said. Not defamation. The top bit's blocked off, but it says, review this morning of your video. I can see you're awake and still commenting and responding to comments. I'd like to speak today if possible, and would like to know if you actually reached out to your team about removal of the video. I was also under the impression that you were limiting comments and not responding, and I'm disheartened to see that you are still engaging under these circumstances. If I don't hear from you and we sit and have a conversation with the video removed within the next week, then I will be moving forward with my legal team who feels there is a case for libel. I'm free today until 4 PM and then happy to step out of the wedding I'm attending this evening. I mean, yeah, she really wants this video removed, doesn't she? And I'm free tomorrow morning too. I would hope the video with my name and information is down sometime today because clearly people are finding my personal info. I have already had people comment on my personal Facebook page, not just my business page. I really want to resolve this and be able to move forward without any further damage to my business or reputation. So yeah, you get the gist, right? She's basically saying in a nutshell that you need to remove your video, we need to talk about this, and if not, I'm gonna sue you. I mean, and more specifically, she says, moving forward with my legal team, and I feel like 99% of the time when people say stuff like this, they don't have a legal team. Maybe she does. There's also these text messages from Christina to someone that isn't Chloe, but talking about Chloe, saying, so just putting that out there, my legal team is going after everyone on the comments, so she may want to stop. Defamation of character style, lol. And then this person's replied saying, can I send this to her so she knows? And Christina says, you're more than welcome to. My legal team is keeping an eye on all the comments deleted and non-deleted. I'm taking this so seriously. So not only is she going to sue Chloe, she's also going to sue everyone in the comment section who had a problem with her, which, again, I shouldn't have to tell you. She clearly doesn't have a case. I mean, if she really tries to go through with this, I would say, first of all, I doubt an attorney would even be interested in this, and if they are, I think they would know fine well that they don't have a chance. But secondly, she's just going to be wasting so much money and so much time when she doesn't have a case. Like, literally, there's nothing she can claim as defamation throughout all of this. There is proof of stuff that she said, and people have just said that they have a problem with what she said. It's not defamation. But yeah, that's it for this video. Bit of a wild topic, considering we are talking about people who were, like, dressing up as these, like, magical princesses for, like, children and stuff. There really shouldn't be drama in that community, I feel like, but clearly there is. And yeah, I would love to know your opinions in the comment section down below on everything that I spoke about in today's video. If you did enjoy, please do a like down below, subscribe if you are new, and until the next one, I'll see you guys in a bit. Alright, goodbye.